We're here this morning to cover the 5 steps to master your body in less time. And my name's Stephen Mays. I'm super excited to bring this to you. It's my honor. It's my privilege to do this work. And I'm so blessed to be able to present this. And thank you for being here. And let's dive right in. Okay. So who this is for. Okay. Let's start out right away with identifying, you're a busy professional. You're someone that wants to be ultra efficient and effective and get more done in less time, right? I think that's the definition of effectiveness, is doing more with less in less time. And you want to maximize your returns for the time and the effort you put in. A lot of people go to the gym for an hour or more a day and they're still not getting the results they want. Okay, so if that's you, then you're going to want to really listen to what we cover. Okay, maybe you need creative solutions, right, to solve your current and common problems. Like the current level of thinking that created the problem isn't going to solve the problem, right? So we need new creative solutions. Okay, and then we're also going to crystallize your vision. So you're ready to get crystal clear, right? There's a good book that says, without vision, people perish. And to have a crystal clear vision that's compelling, that's where you feel pulled instead of like a push, like your business is a grind. We don't want that. Okay. And you want the physical energy you need to make your ideas happen. Because a lot of times the spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. So we want to give you the physical energy to make your ideas happen and, be able to follow through and complete projects. Okay. So in the next 45 minutes, what I'm going to deliver, I'm going to show you how to make your food decisions feel effortless. Stop the sugar cravings and kill the afternoon crash before it even starts. Because once you've gotten to that point, you're already kind of down the path of low energy and, not efficient with your metabolism, right? So we want to stop it before it starts. Okay. And then how to finally drop that stubborn body fat, right? And triple your muscle growth without going to the gym or hiring a trainer or doing any of the traditional ways of, most people think of getting in shape. Okay. I'm going to show you the single most important factor in determining whether you succeed or fail with your health goals, with your body. Okay. And it's a lot simpler than you think. I also want to show you how to make your metabolism become a fat burning factory while you sleep. Okay. We're going to talk about why most training is designed to fail and how you can eliminate injury and soreness, because injury is one of the fastest ways to derail your progress. So start training by completely eliminating the risk of injury. And then also by doing that, it keeps you pain-free, and that keeps you on track to achieve your goals. Okay. So let me take just a quick second, 2 minutes, and just check in with you. Okay. Does this sound like you? Do you feel overwhelmed keeping up with all of your day-to-day responsibilities? And are you underperforming, lacking the physical stamina to complete work projects? Are you worried by the continual weight gain and kind of frustrated by not knowing exactly how to fix it? Do you feel unmotivated, maybe from chronic pain, fatigue or sleep issues? Are you intimidated by going to the gym, or embarrassed by asking for help from family or friends, or a personal trainer or something? And do you fight your willpower and you don't do what you should be doing, right? And then when you don't, you beat yourself up? Trust me, I've been there. I can feel your pain. And if that's you, if you're in that place, trust me, those aren't the real problems. Okay. The real problems are that you haven't made the principal shifts. Okay. And listen, once you make them, now you feel certain about what to eat. You feel completely satisfied, and you're not slowed down or sluggish. Okay. You know exactly how to exercise to maximize the benefits and do it in less time. Okay. And you'll have new creative ideas every day, a body that doesn't ache, and the energy to create your world to order. Okay. Your vision becomes crystal clear, and your strength and your confidence skyrockets. And this increases your effectiveness in every area. Okay. And you'll imagine you'll fit again into your favorite clothes, having the stamina to finish your day stronger than when you started it, and the vitality to outdo the kids. Okay. And you'll end up feeling like a real life superhero, more dynamic and powerful than you ever thought possible. Okay. So let me take a quick second here. I know, who I am, and just so you kind of know, why the heck you should even listen to me. Okay. So I'm a former professional athlete. I played baseball. Didn't make it to the major leagues, but minor league baseball. And, through that time, through high school, I was 20 years athletic training experience. So I've been trained. I've been a trainer. I had a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and exercise science. Like I said, I became a certified personal trainer, also a licensed massage therapist. So working with people in body work. Through this, I've also 10 years of coaching experience, and now an owner in 3 health and performance companies. So I have quite extensive research and experience in this area. But in discovering these shifts that I'm presenting to you today, it was kind of a journey, right? I was an athlete. I was following the old way of training, eating, and recovering. And it wasn't giving me the results I needed. I needed more, right? And I did okay, right? I had a big work ethic. I worked really hard, and I had some talent. I was talented, right? But I couldn't cross that physical threshold of performance that separated the best in the world from, the mediocre, right? And so not knowing what I'm going over and teaching you today, it literally cost me my dream of playing Major League Baseball. Okay. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. That's why it's so important for me to share this, because I don't want you missing out on your dream. We all have a major league dream. I don't want you missing out on yours the way I did on mine because of not knowing this stuff. Okay. Traditional training methods, they haven't been updated since the 80s, right? I mean, you can go watch Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, the 70s and 80s, and they're still doing the same movements in the gym that they were doing then. It's crazy, right? The clients I've helped have spent years in the gym and they see little results. But I noticed that people that did things different, the things that I started doing different, that got different results, that got better results in less time, they had 5 distinct steps they took. Okay. And I'm going to show you all 5 of those on this session here today. Okay. So let's get started. Let's dive right in. So step number 1 is a shift in the way you think. It's your mentality. It's decision, it's a commitment, and it's resolving it. Okay. And we'll dive into each one. So decide. Okay. The major cause of failure in any area is just a lack of a clear decision. That's the number 1 cause of failure across all industries, across all people. The lack of a clear decision and sticking to the decision. Okay. You need a target. So I'll ask you right now, what's your goal? What is your outcome? What is it that you want, right? By making a decision, you decide on what it is. That's the most important question. What do you want? What do you want? What's your goal? Is it to look like you did in high school? Is it to feel younger than you did when you were 18, 20 years old? Right? Is it maybe just to fit into those pants that you used to wear in your 20s that make your butt look good and you were, the sexy then, and you want to feel that way again? Maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe it's not a number on the scale. Maybe it's not a body fat percentage. Maybe it's a feeling, right? But get clear and define what it is that you want. Okay. And then make a list. Make a list of what you want. I would encourage you to make 500 things, right? The more, the better. The more images you have in your mind, the more you're creating your world to order. Okay. And describe it in detail. The more detail, the better. Okay. So decide what you want. That's the biggest step that you can take. Decide what you want. And then number 2, you got to commit, right? Most people, they'll make a decision and then the next day they'll turn around and go against it, right? You have to commit to what you decide. Why do you want what you wrote down, right? When you think about what you want, why do you want it? What will it do for you? Why is it a must for you? What would it mean if you actually had it, right? If you're 250 and your goal is, 180, what would it mean for you to be 180, right? Because it means something different for everyone. Some people want to go hike Kilimanjaro. Some people want a bike ride around Lake Tahoe, You know, some people just want to be able to pick up the dog food and feed their dog without hurting their back, or pick up the grandkids, or keep up, with your kids. It means something different for everyone. So commit by finding what it means to you and writing down all the reasons why it's a must. Okay. Number 3, resolve. Okay. Resolve is more about your identity. Okay. You have to resolve it within who you are. Okay. Number 2 here, the strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay congruent with our own identity. What does that mean? Those are a lot of words, right? It means that who you see yourself to be is the strongest force that will pull you to take action. It will be compelling to you because that's who you see yourself to be. When you have that cognitive dissonance, when something goes against how you perceive yourself, like, we can't even handle it. We tend to shut down and we don't do anything. We don't change, right? And that's why it might feel so hard to diet, because it's separate than who you see yourself to be. If you have a story that says, I'm always overweight, I'm big boned, I've always been this way, nothing can change. You go eat a salad, it's not going to feel satisfying because you're incongruent with your own identity. Okay. So we have to change that so your identity is congruent with who you want to be. And that's about resolving, right? We don't attract what we want. We attract what we are. We attract who we are. The person we are attracts what we have. Okay. So resolve to create a new identity. Okay. Cool. Step number 2. Okay. Now we're getting into the real physical stuff. Do the most important thing. Do that first, and do only that until it's complete. Okay. But the single most important thing is to heal your microbiome, your digestive system, your gut bacteria. Okay. The only system, or this is the one system that has the power to affect all the other systems in the body. Okay. There's 11 major systems in the body, and they're all working off of each other. But the digestive system is the single most important factor. There's plenty of reasons. It's your immunity, right? It's how you assimilate nutrients. It's how you build muscle. It's how your bones are built. It's all based on the digestive system. Okay. This is the very first step for any other exercise or diet to be truly effective. Okay. You have to make sure your digestive system is healed to be effective in any other area. Okay. So the microbiome, okay, I'll give you a little bit of a more clear picture. The microbes living in your gut are what control your cravings. Okay. So that 2 p.m. crash when you're reaching for some sugar, or, just the cravings late at night, maybe before bed, it's all based on the balance of good bacteria and bad bacteria. Okay. So by starving the bad and feeding the good, you crave healthier, nutrient dense food. You start craving foods that are better for you, that are feeding good bacteria, because they're the ones driving your cravings. So I'm here to tell you, your cravings aren't even yours. Stop feeling guilty, because it's not even you. It's just the relationship of good and bad bacteria inside your gut. Okay. And that's why willpower, it's often disguised as fighting an overgrowth of bad bacteria, because bad bacteria crave sugar. So if you have sugar cravings, if you're waking up and you're really, really hungry and you need something to eat, it's because you're burning carbohydrates and your bad bacteria is out of balance and it's craving sugar. Okay. So restoring this will be the number 1 key for any other healthy change you want to make. Okay. Here's a couple stats. 95% of the feel-good hormone, serotonin, is produced in your gut. And then that same hormone converts to melatonin. So if you have damaged digestion, you're chipping away percentage points on how good you can feel and how good you can sleep at night, because that's the same hormone that helps you sleep. Okay. There's dangers, right? Dangers of a leaky gut. It weakens your immune response. Your immunity is in your digestive system, because the outside food from the outside world goes directly into your body. So the immune response has to be the greatest inside your gut to be able to filter out any bad microbes and bacteria that could hurt us. Okay. And then a leaky gut too, now you're becoming nutrient deficient, because it's just like a garden hose that has holes in it. When you put water through it, it's going to leak out, right? So what happens is it leaks out into our blood, and we miss out on the nutrients, plus our immunity has to go now clean out our blood, because we have bigger food particles floating through our blood that aren't supposed to be there. Okay. This results in low energy, irritable, becoming impatient, and brain fog. Okay, your blood's polluted, your brain's going to be polluted. Okay, and then the negative factors that contribute to this are, GMOs, gluten. We have 20 times gluten in the wheat and the grains that we have nowadays compared to like 80 or 100 years ago. Okay, so gluten is a real bad one on this. Sugar, and then of course antibiotics. That just wreaks havoc on your digestive system. It literally means anti-life, right? So it's more prevalent. Leaky gut is more prevalent than we give it credit for. Okay, so any of these conditions all stem from the root cause of having a leaky gut, or leaky gut syndrome, LGS as they call it. Okay, so any digestive issues, gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, you can look to leaky gut. Irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, celiacs, colitis, right? Diabetes, heart disease, cancer, depression, autism, ADD, asthma even, chronic pain, arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, lupus, respiratory problems, right? You wouldn't think, but the gut is everything. Food allergies, acne, eczema, PMS, candida, overgrowth, any autoimmune disease, right? It's all stemming from the digestive system. So if you or someone has any of these conditions or symptoms, look to heal the gut